Afghanistan, a Canadian soldier was killed south of Kandahar today. That now makes July the deadliest month for international troops since the war began nearly 8 years ago. 47 NATO troops have died so far, and we're only halfway through the month. Meanwhile, 4,000 Marines are trying to drive the Taliban from a key stronghold in southern Afghanistan. Carlos Becher is embedded with those Marines in Helmand Province.
I was following U.S. Marines who were undertaking Operation Kanjari in the Helmand River Valley. Initially, I was scared going into it. We heard what it was going to be like, that the fields were going to be lined with IEDs, and we heard that there was going to be gunfire directed at us all the way down, and so there was. The Marines never took a step backwards. They never looked back except to check that their buddy was okay.
He's good.
You got the sense that they knew they were going to make this. They knew they were going to do it no matter what.
Go. Here we go, like that.
At first we couldn't tell where the shots were coming from. They sounded distant. And then the shots came closer and we started to hear them zinging over our heads. Gunfire buzzes when it's close enough to you. It sounds like a bee passing over your shoulder. And that's when we knew that things were serious.
Yeah!
We found ourselves at a crossroads where there was an opening, and in front of us, second squad was all laid down in the prone position to the right, taking cover behind a berm.
Hey, smoke!
Normally there's one color of smoke that you throw to conceal yourself, but in this case they threw all different colors. But the problem was that the wind wasn't going the right way for them. The wind was blowing the smoke directly back into their faces. The gunfire increased from the Taliban position, and so the Marine gunfire increased as well, trying to suppress the Taliban. It was like watching a pack of wolves move, because they knew exactly what they were doing. They had trained and rehearsed for this type of contact so many times that when it finally came, it was instinct. And they were able to cover their fellows, they were able to lay down the suppressing fire, and they were able to get all of 1st Platoon out of that situation without a single casualty. It's an intensely personal event, how people deal with that kind of stress. Those men were by your side through that event and will continue to be by your side. It's such an incredible feeling. It's such a high that just can't be readily explained to anyone who hasn't lived it.
Carlos Becher reporting from Afghanistan.